The reading of all good books is like conversation with the finest men of past centuries. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. Conquer yourself rather than the word. Doubt is the origin of wisdom. Common sense is the most widely shared commodity in the world, for every man is convinced that he is well supplied with it. Except your own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. To know what people really think, pay attention to what they do rather than what they say. The greatest minds are capable of the greatest vices as well as of the greatest virtues. I desire to live in peace and to continue the life I have begun under the motto, "To live well, you must live unseen." It is only prudent never to place complete confidence in that by which we have even once been deceived. You just keep pushing, you just keep pushing. I made every mistake that could be made, but I just kept pushing. But in my opinion, all things in nature occur mathematically. I doubt, therefore I think, therefore I am. To live without philosophizing is in truth the same as keeping the eyes closed without attempting to open them. Divide each difficulty into as many parts as is feasible and necessary to resolve it. In order to improve your mind, we ought less to learn than to contemplate. He who did well, lived well. Each problem that I solved became a rule which served afterwards to solve other problems. At last, I will devote myself sincerely and without reservation to the general demolition of my opinions. Let whoever can do so deceive me. He will never bring it about that I am nothing, so long as I continue to think I am something. Bad books engender bad habits, but bad habits engender good books. I am accustomed to sleep and in my dreams to imagine the same things that lunatics imagine when awake. It is best not to go on for great quest for truth. It will only make you miserable. Whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. The dreams we imagine when we are asleep should not in any way make us doubt the truth of the thoughts we have when we are awake. For the fact that my knowledge is increasing little by little is the most certain argument for its imperfection. One should never judge anything unless it is known. The first precept was never to accept a thing as true until I knew it as such without a single doubt. Am I so tied to a body and senses that I am incapable of existing without them? For to be possessed of a vigorous mind is not enough. The prime requisite is rightly to apply it. When it is not in our power to determine what is true, we ought to follow what is most probable. The thinking of the mind is twofold: understanding and willing. Truths are more likely to have been discovered by one man than by nation. Mind and soul of the man is entirely different from the body. I took especially great pleasure in mathematics because of the certainty and the evidence of its arguments.